When it comes to climbing to the top, these guys are the best.
Rock and roll!
Sleds going airborne. It's high-flying action. Stay tuned. What you're about to see is guaranteed to turn you up and over. And inside out, Snowmobile Hill Climb racing is next. It's the World Championship Snowmobile Hill Climb from beautiful Jackson Hole, Wyoming. Hello everyone, I'm Steve Weiss alongside Glenn Gillis, and we've come to the Grand Tetons to determine this year's King of the Hill.
That's right, after 3 great days of qualifying, we are going to open up this hill and we're going to see who our world champions are going to be. We're going to run our Stock King, our Improved Stock King, and our Mod King.
We're down to our top 5 racers in each one of those divisions. Now the winners of those divisions will move on to the King of Kings.
What that's going to be is all 3 kings will run against each other for that new title of King of Kings. Not an even playing field, difference in horsepower, difference in traction. It's going to be interesting, so let's kick back, watch it, let them buck, and have a good time.
All right, they're revving up the throttle. Let's go racing up on the hill. Today's event is sanctioned by the Rocky Mountain Snowmobile Hill Climb Association, the premier organization in the sport.
This is one of 9 events that we sanction each year. This is the World Championship. We have racers here from Alaska, Canada, Michigan, Minnesota, and virtually all of the western states.
And Glenn, for viewers who aren't familiar with this sport, we're talking about some serious vertical here.
You're absolutely right. We're running the exhibition run here at Snow King Resort in Jackson. This is the steepest ski run in the lower 48 states. These guys are climbing a little over 1,800 feet in a little less than a half a mile, and they're doing it in right around that minute category.
And as you can see, our first rider is on the course. That's 41-year-old David Sharp in the 208 sled. He's riding a Polaris. He's from Moxie, Washington.
Yeah, and Dave's been racing with the circuit for about 4 years. In the last couple of years, he has really come on strong. Like you said, he's 41 years old, so that puts him old enough to run in that Masters class. So he's running against the old guys and the young men in the younger classes, and he has really come on and running good.
And he's got a pretty good time going here. We are against the clock here. Some technique involved in getting all the way to the top. The clock keeps running. It's 1:22.65, an excellent time.
Down here, it ain't too bad on the bottom. You get over the catwalks, it's real nasty.
What
Steep, there's rocks, there's holes, there's bumps, jumps, you name it. You gotta have some luck today to get over the top.
Scott Barge in the 135 sled, 35 years old on that Polaris from Kalispell, and he's got a good run going.
Great run going by Scott. Scott is our Stock King of the Hill. He's running that stock sled against the Improved Stock and the Mod sled. He's going to have to put one heck of a run on in order to get it here.
His work is cut out for him. Again, he doesn't have the horsepower the other sleds do.
He doesn't have the horsepower, he doesn't have the traction product, and it's showing right here. Scott getting in a little bit of trouble. Still got her pointing up and going to get her over the top.
A pretty good run, 118.63 on his run. Next up is Rick Ward in the 7X, as we said, 40 years old. He's on that Polaris, and we saw Rick just a moment ago talking about those Fox shocks, and there he is using them.
That's right, and like we said earlier, he has won 62 King titles now. Rick Ward going to try and put that heat on Dennis DURMAS, who'll be coming up later. Oh, and Rick's in trouble, gets on one of them moguls, puts it on its side. They're going to give him a mark there. You don't see that every day from Rick.
It looks like he does still get a time, though, 118.96. I guess he was just across the finish line?
Must have been just across that finish line. Rick Ward always knowing how to get it done.
Last man, here he is, Dennis DURMAS in the 222, and he is once again, as you said, flying up the hill. It's all or nothing.
That's right, another bonsai run from Dennis DURMAS, looking for that King of Kings, wanting to be the first man ever to own that title. Got a good run going, and he is packing the speed up there. Dennis DURMAS riding that Polaris, taking it up to the top.
And this is really special, and he's got an excellent time. 1:09.95 is the time they give Dennis DURMAS. What a run for our King of Kings.
Rock and roll!
So Dennis DURMAS, our first time ever King of Kings, and he is standing by.
This hill will eat the best of them. I mean, the rocks can stop you. There's a lot of time you just got to grit your teeth and hold on the gas and get through the rock gardens and the stuff like that when we have the bad snow. And today I got away with it. Polaris should be very happy. It's great that we won all 3 classes, though, not just me. The other 2 drivers, Rick Ward and Scott Barge, won the stock and the improved stock. So it was a great day for Polaris.
A great day indeed for Polaris and a great day for our King of Kings, Dennis Durmas. Glenn, your final thoughts.
Well, it's been a great weekend. 4 days of awesome racing. You've seen the first ever King of Kings. You've seen the first ever backflip this weekend. What an unbelievable weekend. We'd like to thank the Rocky Mountain Snowmobile Hill Climb Association and the Jackson Hole Snow Devils for all the time and effort put in to put an event like this on.
It was a wild, wild weekend here at the World Championships. Thanks to Glenn Gillis, I'm Steve Weiss, and thank you for joining us at the World Championship Snowmobile Hill Climb.